Alright, hey everyone, I wanted to do an update on a video I did earlier this year. How many of y'all remember this right here? Today I wanted to do a video on succulents. This is a topic that I haven't seen really any of the channels that I watch cover. Not sure why, because succulents are a super simple plant to keep alive. I mean, if you can remember to water once every 1 to 2 weeks, kind of like you would a cactus, because they're in the same family, but they're like distant cousins of each other. But you can't kill a succulent unless you actively try to kill a succulent. So, and you can see right here, there are so many different varieties. We got some that have spikes all over them. We got some that can just sit there and be all, you know, spiny on their own. Or you can put them all together and just let them grow naturally. So, as you can guess, we're talking about succulents. So, I actually got a little pushback from a friend or two that keeping succulents alive is a lot harder than I made it out to be. So I took that as a challenge, and I'm going to show you here in just a second the succulents that you just saw in that video. I have literally only watered these since that video 3 times. That's it. From then until yesterday, I have only watered them 3 times. So, as you can see, it's all about the soil, and it's all about the shade and the amount of sun that you give them. That's what I've learned. And you're going to see, they're all growing great. No issues at all. In fact, some of them are really growing. So, yeah, let's check it out. Okay, so here they are. Now, this one hasn't taken off a lot, but you can see the growth from when I planted them. This one has gone nuts. I mean, look at this. This is, that's actually coming out of that one. But they are growing. I mean, this thing, look how tall that is. The thing is huge. This is the one where I drilled the holes in the bottom and everything. And look at that. Way tall. This one hasn't taken off as much, but it's not dead. This one's doing really good. I mean, yeah, it's looking sharp. And then this one actually fell over, and I've intentionally left the soil out of it. And it's been like this for about 2 months. And look, it is still perfectly alive, growing, happy, with barely any soil in there. And of course, my chair here for a nice lazy day. But yeah, there's the succulents from that video, and you can see just how much they're growing. And I've barely watered them. So I'm going to do a how-to right now on planting another pot, because I have another pot to plant, which is right there, and we're going to knock it out. So for those of you watching this that know how to plant succulents, that don't need to watch a how-to, hey, thank you for watching up to this point. But this is about to become a how-to video, so here we go. Okay, so how do we plant succulents, or how do you make a succulent bed? Super easy. Get the succulents, get a pot, and it doesn't have to be, just get any kind of pot that you want. It could be metal, ceramic, whatever. This one is ceramic, I believe. Really good pot, and the most important thing is it has a hole in it. Gotta have a hole in it. You gotta let that excess water drain, especially for succulents. They can't endure a lot of water, so you gotta have a good sandy soil, and it's gotta be able to drain. Very important. All right, so the next thing that's really important, obviously, is going to be the soil. This is the soil that I like to use for succulents. I'm not endorsing them, but at the same time, this is what I've always used, and I've never had a problem with this stuff. It's a very sandy-ish soil that's super good for these kind of plants. All right, so let's go ahead and plant the succulents. Get your pot. Now, as you can see there, that soil is super sandy. There's like no wetness. There's like no moisture in that at all. That stuff is perfect to plant in. Okay, once you get your soil, break up these little balls break up these mounds that are in it. All right. Get your plants, and then what I like to do is arrange how I'm going to plant them. So I always like to start in the center, which will be this one right here. There's no rhyme or reason why I picked this one other than I just think this will be a nice one for the center. So take it out, put them in, and you don't have to completely bury the root because I'm going to add more to this once I get them all in. And then I kind of do, if you've noticed from the other ones, I kind of just do a star pattern around them. Now one thing I want to point out before I plant this last one is this. Look how dry this soil is already. I mean, I don't know the last time Lowe's watered these, but you can tell it does not need a lot of water. These plants are super, super good at not needing a ton of water. So I just wanted to show that. This doesn't mean it's bad. It's actually how it should be. They should not be soaking wet. Not a succulent. Okay, and just like that, literally it took 3 minutes to do this. Now I'm going to fill this in and water it. Okay, so for the watering, I'm not going to use a hose right now. These are really old waters, so I'm not going to drink these. These are going to be perfect for this. And that's it. You don't need any more water than that. And we are done. Just like that, we planted a succulent bed, or a succulent pot. We'll just let this water drain down in, do its own thing. The roots will then go and find the water when it needs it. And we're done. It is literally that simple. All right, everyone, so that's it. We just planted a succulent pot. There's nothing to this. Super easy plant to have. Beginning gardeners, this thing's a bomb. These plants are awesome to do. Again, water them twice a month, if even that, at least once a month, if even that. And sit back and just let them grow. It's just an easy plant to have in your garden, or in your flower bed area, or heck, in your house. I prefer to keep these outside though. And another cool thing about planting succulents is you get these little pots once you take them out. These are great for seed starters, which is what I'm going to use these for in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Start planting seeds, putting them on my heat mat, and getting them going. So what I like to do is constantly reuse everything that you can. Why go buy new stuff if you don't have to? Just saying. So, okay, so that's the video. For those of you who stayed and watched the how-to part of this video, thank you. I hope it helped you. Again, these are a very easy plant to keep and to grow and to have in your garden. So hey, as always, everyone, if you enjoyed this video, please share the video, like it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I would appreciate it. And hey, as always, shine bright and harvest hard. Bye.